This is Twit.
Ars Technica has updated it. But they did write an article. It said, stealth marketing, Microsoft paying YouTubers for Xbox One mentions. Machinima campaign offered undisclosed money to videos promoting new consoles. But you say, no, not true.
How come that headline doesn't say Machina paying YouTubers for Xbox One mentions, since that is what happened?
Machinima is actually... Well, that's what it says. Offered undisclosed money.
Yeah, right. But the heading, that huge thing above
it says Microsoft. Why didn't it say Machinima?
It says Microsoft.
So Microsoft says no.
This is like saying Microsoft pays company to make commercial. Except that Microsoft, of course, when they make a commercial, would have final say over what happens. Whereas in this case, these people are out doing viral campaigns that Microsoft has no knowledge of. I find it weird. The thing about the story, people were kind of hitting on me yesterday on Twitter, like, why aren't you writing about this? What's going on? Like, this huge story has happened, and you're ignoring it. And I was trying to figure out what actually had happened, and it wasn't what everyone said had happened. And I find it odd, here we are years later, where there's still this kind of knee-jerk, Microsoft clearly did something wrong reaction, no matter what the story is. I mean, Microsoft does things wrong enough that we don't need to make stuff up. I mean, we just talked about the Surface thing, for example. To me, there's an FTC issue where if you're paid to endorse something, you have to disclose that. And
and there's also lately a Google issue because Matt Cutts has really gone on the warpath for paid blog posts and sponsored posts and cross posts and all that stuff.
But
there are legitimate issues, and it's very clear that the line is increasingly being blurred. I'm not saying by Microsoft, but just in general.
I just want to be clear here. What I'm asking for is for Microsoft to pay us to do what we're doing, and I don't understand why they don't. But it just seems like
we should be clear. We get no money. You don't get any money from Microsoft, do you? Oh. Mary Jo, do you get any money from Microsoft?
Every time I write about Windows XP, ka-ching.
Right. Don't even say that in jest.
I know.
We get no money
from
Microsoft.
If complaints were money, I would be rich.
Yes.
I mean, we can't. No. I don't know if it's the same for Paul. We can't even own any shares in Microsoft if we cover the company. Like, we're just not allowed to.
I don't have that as a corporate policy, but we do not own shares in the companies that I cover for clear reason. I mean, for the I don't want to call them moral reasons, but because that's wrong.
So what the assertion was that not Microsoft, but Machinima, which is was probably the most powerful YouTube aggregation publishing company, was offering its partners $3 per 1,000 views for posting videos featuring Xbox One content. Right. Machinima does not deny this, right?
No, they've been very upfront about it because this happens all the time. It's no big deal.
Yes.
But here's
the money. Now the money, if you trace it back, might have come from Microsoft, some marketing money from Microsoft, but that doesn't mean that Microsoft's direction was now pass this along.
Microsoft did not have any knowledge or approval of this scheme. Right. So, whatever. But what they did, I mean, Microsoft also is not innocent of understanding what Machinima might do, or Machinima, whatever they call it.
Yeah, you don't give $1 million to Machinima and say do whatever you want.
So, which is fine. But the issue here was basically that these video bloggers, and by the way, if you look at these video bloggers, I have to kind of wonder what the heck is going on in this little market of humanity. But they're supposed to disclose that they're being paid to promote a product. If I was going to get up here and promote whatever, some product, Xbox One, I mean, that you have to, that's a law, actually. And they didn't do that. And so apparently that is in the standard contract that this company has with whoever they pay, but it didn't make it to this one for some reason. It was a mistake, they claim, whatever. But now they're going to go back and fix the videos that are out there.
Microsoft has said that we have asked Machinima to add, paid advertising.
Right. Because that's what's supposed to happen. So I don't know, it amazes me that the story is still Microsoft paid this. Look how terrible this is. Look how awful they are. They have to pay people to like their products. This is the story that people really want to tell, and it's not really what happened.
Well, to be fair, what we don't know, and I'm not asserting this happened, but we don't know is what conversations Microsoft had with Machinima about what to do with the marketing dollars. I mean, what does Machinima do?
Well, except that there
there
are statements from both companies saying that this was completely Machinima that came up with this, and they did it. And
what did Microsoft think they were buying?
What
ads?
I assume they thought they were buying video bloggers saying that they loved Xbox One,
right?
And that this would be done on the up and up. And
that's the only difference. Is this is what they wanted, but they expected it would be billed as paid advertising.
I assume what didn't happen was a money-filled briefcase didn't exchange hands in the back of a limousine, and that it creates this kind of a strange situation where people have all this imagination about how it was, but and the other thing that comes out now, of course, is that, as it turns out, this kind of thing happens all the time. I don't know if it was Activision or Electronic Arts or somebody, but shocker, they also pay, video bloggers to promote whatever, video game they're doing or whatever it is.
Now, the deal Machinima, according to Ars Technica, made with its bloggers, with its video posters, was neither could they say anything bad about Xbox One or Machinima, nor could they say it was paid. And that actually is illegal. That's illegal.
Yep. Not Microsoft, but yes.
It goes against FTC guidelines. Maybe it's not strictly illegal, but it is a violation of FTC rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would know Microsoft's savvy enough not to encourage that kind of behavior.
Well, I mean, look, you can turn on your TV and see an all-day ad on some channel for some product, and when you're watching that's what it is. The point is, you don't want this gray area where someone's promoting a product and you don't know what it is. If Mary Jo or I write a review of some Microsoft product, which we do, or some product by a PC maker or whatever it is, you're getting an opinion. If we happen to like it, someone might come and say, "Oh, your website has the word Windows or Microsoft in it. Of course you like it. You're a total shill." And that's not what that is. This isn't about being paid. We're not promoting a product. I try to be transparent on my own website, and I write about the products I actually use, not because the company who makes those products, which I actually paid for, by the way, is paying me to do so, but because, this is my opinion. It's a review. It's just good, bad, or indifferent. I like certain things, and I don't like certain things.
Well, as an example, here's your page. By the way, great picture.
I know, thank you. Finally, the kudos I deserve for that graphic.
I don't even know what the genesis of that is, but I love it.
That's one of the video bloggers explaining why he took money to promote Xbox One.
He is?
Yep.
Wow. But it's very clear, and we do the same thing. It says advertisement here. It says advertisement there. Advertisements are clearly billed as advertisements. The rest is editorial. And this is why I think I'm more up in arms about this kind of behavior, is it really reflects badly on tech journalists. And then maybe it just makes it clear.
This reflects badly on everybody.
We are not the same as these YouTube videos. Yeah. We do something different. It's called...
Again, don't get me wrong. Would love to be paid. Would love that. Love it. Love getting money.
I wasn't going to tell you guys, but I have a Leo bobblehead for each of you. Oh, money. I'm sorry. I didn't say,
you're right.
Oh, money. Oh, that's
Paul,
something else.
The Twitch check arrived, but it's three-dimensional and it looks like Leo.